Good evening, Patriots, and welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative, and boy, do I have a show for you tonight. But it is Thursday, January 8th, 2026, and you know what that means? It's Throwback Thursday, guys. But while we're looking back at the values that made this country great, President Trump is looking forward and taking names. We are coming to you live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the news is moving faster than a Shadow Fleet tanker trying to outrun the U.S. Coast Guard. So let's dive right into the fire, shall we? First up tonight, Trump is playing a battleship for real, guys. Just yesterday, on January 7th, that the U.S. military pulled off a doubleheader at sea. We're talking about two major Ghost Fleet oil tankers linked to Venezuela. The Marinera, formerly known as the Bella 1, and the M. Sophia. The Marinera thought it could hide by switching to a Russian flag and dancing around the North Atlantic. But maybe the SEALs and the Coast Guard said, not on our watch. They boarded the ship at high-stakes operation between Iceland and the UK. Meanwhile, the Sophia got snagged in the Caribbean. This is all happening just days after the incredible nighttime raid in Caracas, where Maduro was captured and arrested, and Trump's making it clear, if you are moving sanctioned oil to fund dictators, your ship is now American property. He has already announced that they are selling off 50 million barrels of that crude to benefit the Americans and the Venezuelan people. Talk about America energy first, right, guys? Hey, speaking of energy, to talk about the UN climate agreement, or should I say, the end climate disagreement. Yesterday, President Trump signed a massive executive order to pull the U.S. out of 66 international organizations, including the UNFCCC and the IPCC. He is officially pulling the plug on the climate change lies and the global schemes that want to tax our air and kill our industry. The experts are crying, but Trump is laughing all the way to the energy independence. No more sending billions of our tax dollars to global bureaucracies that hate our way of life. We're out, we're free, and we are drilling, baby, drilling. And finally, we have to look at the wreckage of, used to be a great city of New York. McDummy has been a mayor for exactly 8 days, and he's already treating the city like his own personal socialist laboratory. He just signed an emergency executive orders to end solitary confinement at Rikers Island and is trying to force luxury standards on city shelters while New Yorkers are struggling to pay for eggs. He's obsessed with junk fees while the streets are a mess. We are calling it what it is. It is a jihadist reign on the common sense and safety of a once great city in this world. It's a wild night, folks. We have some funny stuff. We are some serious stuff, and we're the only ones telling you the truth. So stick around. The Conservative Viewpoint starts right now. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Throwback Thursday here on the Conservative Viewpoint, guys. We're going to get some kicking going on here. So let me first check around here and look what we got going on. We got McCassell. We got Gregory Carnes Jr. over here in Rumble. Yes, sir, Bob. Guys, don't forget, I'll get on here and say hi to me. Well, I can't see you unless you say hi. Welcome, guys, to Rumble. Okay, we also got Facebook. We got YouTube. We got Twitch. We got X. We got kicking it off, guys. Welcome to the show, everyone. Let me get this off my screen. And we've got the Getter Gang over here. Let me get my other mouse here. Too many computers, too many screens, and we got who? Kat starting it off tonight over here. Kat over here in Getter. Welcome, Kat. All righty. We got Radical Right, Sean Justice. What's happening, man? What else? We got Conrad right there. He is. Hi, Conrad. Shell. Hi, Still. What's happening, everyone? Nice to see everyone popping in there. Let's get the people from Facebook over there to start telling me hi over there. I said Rumble. Yes, I did. I'm on Rumble, and I'm looking at both of them, Kat. So yes, you are the Duke #1, Conrad. Awesome, man. Tammy, Texas Tammy's over there in Rumble. There she is, right there, my Texas Tammy. Texas Tammy. I might be coming down to New Orleans here in a couple of months, Texas Tammy. Oh yeah, and we're gonna have to talk to Kurt and everything, and I'm gonna be kicking it over there for a week. Oh yes, might be having to have some little stopovers when I'm down there. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. Cat Attack over there next. What's going on, Cat Attack? Nice to see you tonight, guys. We got a lot going on tonight. I'll tell you what. We got Throwback Thursday starting off tonight for the year. The first Throwback Thursday of the year. I got some great movie clips to show you. We got Name That Movie Clip. I picked one that has like 5 or 6 different ones. The Ultimate 80 quiz. Oh yeah, we're gonna start that off to. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a gun, guys. So we got to get over these. Come by my house on your way. Hey, my castle. Where? Yeah, I think I got your address, don't I, Cat? But hey, I am going to try to make some stops. If we still go down, I don't know what month it's going to be. April or May, probably. We'll see what's going on. But I'll be down in New Orleans. I will, Tammy. I will, because we haven't made the plans yet, but we already checked out some prices for the Sheraton. But I think I'm going to drive my truck down and let everybody else fly, and then after they fly back, I might do some rounds. So we'll see what happens. But hey, guys, we're going to get busy tonight because we got a lot of stuff to go on. So let's get busy right now, and let's start off with Iran. How about that? We start that off right. Iran regime cuts nationwide internet access as protests claim 44 lives across a major city. Guess what they're doing that for? Oh, yes. So they can kill their people, because Trump warned them if they continue to kill their people for protesting, there's going to be hell to pay. Well, they just cut the internet now, so they cannot stream any of the killings from this rogue government. Oh, yes. It's happening, guys. Was the 5 shots or 6? Ask yourself, do you feel lucky? Yeah, there you go, Conrad. I know that one. Yes, sirree, Bob. That's a good one, Conrad, right there. But yes, Iran is up to no good. Like always, they're a terrorist-run country, and it needs stopped. Oh, yeah. Let me see over here. Let me see what we got. We got Becky over there in Facebook. Is Lee over there somewhere? Did I miss Lee? Lee, what up, Lee? And guys, if you're in Facebook, come on, shoot out a hello to me. Hi, kiss my ass, whatever. I don't mind, as long as you make sure you say something so I can see that you're in there. Guys, hey, welcome to the show, everyone. All right, let's keep going. The U.S. government did it in Trump's first term. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Okay, we got some more bullshit going on, and this is with our own government. The House passes a nearly $180 billion funding package after conservative rebellion over Minnesota fraud fears. That's not the only thing that's going on with this $180 billion funding package, because what's the House do next? The House passes extension to Obamacare subsidies and sends the bill to the Senate. 17 dumbass Republicans voted with the Democrats to go with the Affordable Care Act. The bill passed 230 to 196. These subsidies were set. We were told this whole time they will not renew it. They want to put who is being paid off here. They wanted a cheaper rate for the American people, and the only way it was going to pass is that the Democrats got their way with giving free health care to these freaking illegal criminals. This is pissing me off to no end. And of course, I cannot find the names of the loser Republicans that actually voted with these Democrats to allow them to fund illegal criminals with our money and give them free health care. Well, hell, that's not all. 5 GOP senators joined Democrats to stop Trump from policing Venezuela. They're trying to do a war power act. And 5 worthless Republicans voted along with it. Oh, yeah, to stop the fentanyl and crime going on in our country from these criminals bringing all this drugs in here that are killing Americans. They are trying to stop it. We're going to see what happens with that. But these freaking people, I don't even know what's going on with all these people. It's going crazy. It is a total clusterfuck, Shell. Exactly right. Total. She got that right on the head. It's a total clusterfuck. Rand Paul was one of them. He's a piece of shit, Greg. I'm telling you what. They are all useless, worthless pieces of shit. They continue to help these Democrats ruin this country, one vote at a time. Retraction of the UN is outstanding. You got that right. I've got that coming up here too, I think, on this one. Gregory. All right, let's keep going here. We got some videos we got to go over. And tomorrow night, guys, on Friday, oh, yeah, we got a ton of videos that I'm not going to get to tonight, but you gonna have to see them. Between Scott Jennings, Nancy Mace, I'm hoping to get to a few of these before we start the Throwback Thursday stuff. You're gonna have to see it. I downloaded a ton of stuff today, and you're gonna have to see it. If not tonight, be here tomorrow night. End your week. Start your weekend off right with me here on the Conservative Viewpoint. 2 wounded in federal law enforcement shooting in Portland. Now, it's a male and female. Now, according to my sources on Rumble, when we were watching Vic's show, they were possibly Antifa thugs. I did not get that in my article that I went through. It just says a male and female, and agents were involved. Doesn't say anything else, but a couple of my sources on Rumble when we were talking told me that's what it was. We will see. We'll find out if it's true. But hey, let's keep going on here. U.S. seizes 2 more Ghost Fleet. I mentioned this yesterday. Oil tankers linked to Venezuela. Watch the prices of oil tank, guys. It's going to be great. This is what we need. I wonder if Trump can do better than minus $35 a barrel like he did on his first term. I want to see that. He gets my diesel prices down to $2 a gallon. I will start doing some traveling and come and see people and doing some shows on the road. Oh, yes. I've got to get it done. Starting spring, if I can make it to D.C., I'm going to head my ass to D.C. I don't care if I have to sleep in my truck. I'm heading there. But yes, 2 more oil tankers, trying to disguise one as a Russian thing. Supposedly, they have a Russian sub and a what the hell was the other one I told you yesterday? A fighter boat or whatever the hell they had, but they were spread out. They didn't have to do shit. But they nabbed both of them, and all the oil belongs to us now. Yes, sir, Bob. There's Violent Vixen 29 right there, guys. Over there and get her. If you didn't check, type it in. Violent Vixen 29. Check out Rebel Chick with a Cause. She had a great show tonight. Always does. Make sure you tune in and watch. Here it is, Greg. Trump withdraws U.S. from global climate agreement. Finally, stopping the lies. Stopping the climate change lies that we've heard for 35 plus years. These people have been coming up with this to steal your money. And if you believe them enough to give them your money, you're a dumbass. Because the climate has never changed in all these years. And it's so pathetic. You need to go nationwide in a motorhome studio. I know, Conrad. Wouldn't that be great? I should go trade my fifth wheel in for a motorhome and just drive one, and then find somebody that watches the show in whatever state I'm in to come pick me up if I can go to a restaurant or something. But yeah, I don't want to tow something. You got two axles, two motors. Oh yeah, that happens. But yes, he has finally pulled us out. The people are not happy, but I am ecstatic about this. U.S. to exit 66 international organizations and treaties that no longer serve American interests. This is exactly what we're going to do. You found a president that actually cares about America and the people here. But you still got the dumbass Democrats and the pathetic sheep liberals that followed him that don't understand none of this because they're pathetic and brain dead. Simple as that. Well done, President Trump. Now, the journalist who exposed Minnesota daycare fraud said, and y'all know who that is, Nick Shirley, right? He's got a name for himself now. Says, investigate these people. And who he's pointing at is Ragtop herself, Omar, and Tampon Tim himself. Nick Shirley, 23-year-old conservative YouTuber and independent journalist, gained national attention when he exposed all this in a 43-minute video. I investigated Minnesota billion-dollar fraud scandal in which he visited several Minneapolis daycare. We all know all that stuff. But yesterday on the episode of the Glenn Beck program, Shirley told Glenn that the Minnesota daycare fraud he exposed doesn't even scratch the surface. If we want to see how deep the corruption really goes, there are several people who absolutely must be investigated. And Shirley was naming them off, and oh my God, it's getting worse and worse as the time goes on. I'm telling you what. Oh Lord, motorhomes or shop queen. Yeah, I want a diesel though. If you are in the same area as I am, Charlie, I'll hook you up on a tank of fuel. Oh, I know that I would be looking for you, Gregory. You get some good deals, man. Bombshell. Minnesota warfare administrators made systematic effort to doctor and even fake official documents to give out massive grants to these Somali fucks. Sorry about my language, but it's a fact. These people are helping them get these grants, and I'll show you one of them here in a second. I'll tell you about one of them here in a second. Let me find it here real quick. Yeah, the government people are helping them. They're faking all this stuff here. Minnesota used to be called the land of 10,000 lakes. Now they're a land of 10,000 scams. Let me pull down here to this first one. You guys are going to drop over here in a second. In a jaw-dropping, mind-blowing, and infuriating, a grant manager for the BHA approved a payment of almost $700,000 to one organization of a single month's work. 1 month. Holy shit. 1 month for $700,000. They just give it up with no accountability, no auditing, nothing like that. That is not all, too. There was another one for an agency paid over $670,000 with no oversight. Auditors raised serious concerns and unprecedented lapse, and nobody did a damn thing. They just continue to dish out all this money to these Muslim garbage terrorists and let them take our money. Add more descriptive language. Yeah, there you go, Conrad. Got to do that. Gas is cheaper down here. Well, I'm going to be heading down that way, McCassell. I hope. $2.24. Wow, McCassell, that is cheap. But we're not done with the money, guys. Wait, it gets better. Foreign ATM. Yeah, there's a question mark on that. Somali cash exodus from Minneapolis exponentially, you know what I'm talking about, right? Larger than other major U.S. airports. This is the money that has left Minnesota since all this shit's been going down, right? Minneapolis airport was 10 to 100 times larger than the total foreign exodus of money at other larger American airports the last 2 years. Let me find it here. Minneapolis travelers alone had $342.37 million in their luggage in 2024 and 349.4 in 2025, right? Well, hell, that's nothing. They are talking, the administration, the TSA administration has detected and flagged nearly $700 million moved in luggage out of Minneapolis's airport by Somali couriers in 2024 and 2025 alone. A stunning total that averaged nearly $1 million a day. 700 million tax dollars stolen and sent over to Somalia in the hands of terrorists. Can you get any worse than this? The fraud that they're showing right now is nothing. The $9 billion is nothing compared to what they've already taken out. $700 million. So now we got to add the rest of the money together. Al-Shabaab Dubi and all the terrorist organizations over in the Middle East are now funded by us. Oh, yes. And it's just people think, this is a bunch of lies. Wait a second here. I saw $1.86. I did a little poking around in several locations in Missouri. It's $1.86 for gas. Holy shit. That is crazy. Oh, but it has nothing to do with Trump, does it? No. Trump had nothing to do with those low gas prices. Nothing like we had $10 gallon of gas for diesel when Biden was in here. No, that was nothing compared to this. Let me tell you what. 700 million. John M. What's happening, John M? And Texas John. What's going on? I got to keep searching around here. But $700 million they flagged already just from Minneapolis's airport. Can it get any worse? Can't see anymore. Still listening, but can't read this chat. Oh, what happened, Kat? That sucks. Michigan, Texas, New Jersey, Ohio, and the rest of these needs get the fucking muzzies out. Exactly right. They got to go. This is what we've been talking about for how many months now, guys, that these terrorists are positioning themselves and they are attacking. Well, guess what? They are going to attack because of our money. They are well funded, and this is the Democrats allow this to happen. I'm having a bacon sandwich. I love that, Vic. That is freaking awesome. I got a bacon video I'm going to show you before we start the Throwback Thursday stuff. Yes, sir. All right. Agitators flock. These are Democrat-paid agitators. You guarantee it, because they said they were coming in the busloads and caravans. Oh, yeah. Agitators flock Minneapolis federal building, clash with ICE officers. If you guys got to watch any of this today, I did while I was working out, walking the treadmill and stuff. Yes. They were getting in the faces. They were pushing them. They were hitting in the agent's hands and everything. I was getting so pissed off. Love the bacon, Conrad. I was getting so pissed off. I would love to have been there, because I'd have taken the ICE agents and said, don't arrest me. I'll beat somebody's ass, because these people think they're tough-ass people, because then the ICE agents weren't going to give them a beatdown. I think we need to start going to these places and show them what a real beatdown is going to get them. As long as we don't get arrested, I'm all game for that shit. That just pissed me off. These people are trying to help us from getting these criminals off the street. And yes, that woman that got shot, yes, I'm sorry. She shouldn't have tried to run over our thing. And we're going to get into that in here in a little bit. These dumbass Democrats are going with their life. Well, we got to get into that later here. No, I can't see. State to state, man. What's happening, man? She is a total rhino, and I am seeing too many people. We're talking about Cameron bought a lot of goddamn weeks trying to keep her seat on the 46. congressional. No, that shit ain't happening. I see a lot of friends of mine are still backing her, and I don't know why. They don't understand. Obviously, they don't see it, that she is a rhino from all the way back. She's voting with Democrats, supporting Democrats. The Democrats are supporting her. She is not a Republican. She doesn't give a shit about us. And we are going to get into that, guys, because the election's coming up, and we've got to wake people up, because that she cannot get back in there no matter what. All right, there you go. I was watching a gentleman on an interview today and said that California appears to have acquired over $275 billion of fraudulent federal funding money of the same program. That is another investigation that's going on, Gregory. I did not have that. Thank you for that one. But ICE arrest on Somali illegal alien sex offender in Minneapolis. And Walsh let him prowl the streets for years. They did not put him in jail. Oh, yeah, pedophiles. And you've got to figure that coming from Walsh. They've arrested pedophiles, murderers, rapists. They are getting these criminals the hell out of our country. And it needs to continue. But you got these pathetic people being paid by Democrats to go over there and harass and run people over and agents over because of the violent rhetoric these dumbass Democrats put out there. I'm so sick of hearing it from these Democrats, and nobody confronts them. That's why I want to get to D.C., because I won't shut my mouth. They'll have to kick my ass out, because I'm going to motherfuck them every which way but loose. And they'll probably run away like scared little bitches when I do it. But hey, anybody wants to come help me, let's get it going. We'll go over there and we'll confront them. We're going to do it live too, so they can't say no lies or nothing about that. Yes, she is. State to state, she is corrupt as hell. She is a lying bitch, and people got to wake up and see Cameron Bottolata does not need to return to the PA state government. Trust me. Exactly, McCassell. You fuck around, you find out. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. All right, where are we at now? Oh, yeah, here, we got to watch this one. This dumbass Minneapolis mayor wants to think he's a badass, and I know I have it here some damn place, and I got to find it. I had it. I know I downloaded it. Where's that sumbitch at? Thinks he can run his mouth and just do what he wants, and says, get the fuck out of his city. Take a look at this real quick.
ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
See what they dumbass Democrats do? They lie. And he thinks he's a badass. Get the fuck out of Minneapolis. Fucking dork is what he is. And somebody should have confronted him right there. ICE is doing a great job of protecting the people of this country. And you sit there and tell lies like all the other dumbass Democrats. And this is what you get. People think they can assault law enforcement officers with no outcome. And with these dumbass Democrat activist judges, they don't get in any trouble. Only if you're a Republican. Yes, that's right. That's the only ones that get in trouble. That Minneapolis mayor needs to get the hell out of here. Then he was caught on TV today. I'm sorry if I disrespected people in saying that. And it's like, kiss my ass, you piece of garbage. Democrats are little commie bitches. That's right, Sean. This is getting worse and worse by the day. Sedition. Yes, it is. Win stupid prizes because they are stupid. That's right, they are. Kurt! Susan Vodka Collins has got to go. We got a lot of people that needs to go. I got a whole damn list of worthless Democrats and Republicans that need to get the hell out. But we need somebody with balls in there. Not Jim Jordan, not Comer. Hell no. Because they're the ones that decide to send indictments over to DOJ, which you got Bondi in there that doesn't do a damn thing. And they have to she has to be the ones that say, all right, let's go after them. She's the boss. She's the boss of all the law enforcement, and she doesn't have no balls. I'm glad of that because she's pretty hot, but she doesn't do anything. And if she doesn't do anything, nobody else is going to do anything. And look what we got. Nothing being done. It's as simple as that. People think they can sit there and they can say you can blame law enforcement all you want, but if she doesn't allow it, it doesn't happen. And this is what pisses me off even more. Couple more, guys, we got to get through real quick. Left-wing groups mobilized protest after fatal ICE shooting in Minneapolis, and more top headline. They do this for paid reasons. Democrats pay these people to go up there. Well, today, they shot off tear gas and all that kind of shit, and the people scattered, and they never came back. They had a select few people still sitting there running their mouths, and little bitch kid boys and people running their mouths because they know they can't say anything if you run your mouth. Now, if you touch them, they can whoop your ass, and they should. But they scattered like fleas after the real stuff started happening. Grab it. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. How the Minneapolis ICE agent who fired in self-defense was nearly killed by an illegal alien child rapist back in June. This is what the Democrats have allowed in here. The driver, 37-year-old Colorado native, Renee, whatever, good, disobeyed repeated orders to exit the vehicle. And this is what the Democrats have been lying about, saying she didn't have a weapon. She didn't try to run him over. But the video shows her hitting the agent and knocking his leg over. And didn't say a word. But you got Jeffries running his big pussy-ass mouth. Sorry, ladies. Didn't mean to say that. But, yes. What he did, and I don't have the video on that one, but he lied and sit up there, big-nosed geek Goldberg, whatever the hell his name is, running his same damn mouth. This is the kind of stuff that I want to get to D.C. to confront these idiots. But you know what? They'll run away like little bitches that they are. I guarantee it. Oh, yeah, there's always more, Conrad. Always more. Take the phrase, stand there and look pretty. The bald-headed, hand-sized skank. Yeah. Oh, Kurt just reminded me right there. That bald-headed bitch skank from the squad. Oh, my God. She was running her mouth during the hearing, and so was some dumb other bitch in there, too. And they were fighting with Comer right there. Gaping pothole. It's nicer. Yeah, that is a little nicer there, Conrad. I got other words I could say, too, but the gaping pothole, I like that part. But, yeah, they were running their mouth, arguing in there. I would not put up with it because, of course, they're blaming everything on the Republicans when they're sitting there lying their asses off. And what do they say? Republicans don't say it. Comer got a little heated with the other woman. I don't know who the hell they are, but I think the dumb bitch was from Pennsylvania. Must be over in Philly because I don't have a clue of who she is. But she got not that bald-headed one, Greg. Another bald-headed one. Really, she doesn't wear a rag top. Yeah, but you got Baltazar Homan. Yes, let the probe play out in the ICE shooting, and he is exactly right because the video shows exactly what it is. They want to sit there, and they've all said it. She didn't have a weapon. She most certainly did. It's called an SUV. That is a weapon. When she hit that gas, that made that car a weapon. If you're drunk and you jump into a car and you drive it, you are driving a weapon. Simple as that. Tina! Hi, Tina. Goldman, thank you. Yes, he is a piece of shit there, Kurt. You got that right. But you gotta love Homan. Gotta love Homan. And Kristi Noem was on today, but the video went black. Don't know what happened. Pennsylvania's got a lot of corrupt politicians in there. And that dumbass governor just kicked off his campaign, Shapiro. That son of a bitch needs the hell out of Pennsylvania. We need somebody that actually cares about Pennsylvania. The Democrats in PA are done. They're corrupt fucks, and they don't care about Pennsylvania. You got, when I was talking about Cameron Bartolotta DeWeese, she come out of the woodwork out of nowhere because it's election time. And nobody sees that, but she sees her running her mouth saying she'll do this, she'll do that, just like a good line Democrat does at election time. And people sit there and some people that I cannot believe they actually would back her. Friends of mine that I've known for 40 years or plus. And I can't believe it. I saw they were liking her shit and stuff. I can't believe it. They just don't know what's going on. But no one was on there. Alleged woman killed in a night shooting was stalking and impeding agents all day long. They were going to arrest her, and she said, hell no, I'm out of here. I got a kid in school, and ran over an agent. Well, there you go. Shouldn't do stupid shit like that. She pulled in front and blocked an ICE agent's car. You don't do that shit. You should found out the hard way. Now, Patel says the FBI are investigating organizers and funders of anti-ICE protests for impeding law enforcement. Now, okay, that's fine and dandy, but are we going to see an outcome in this? That is the biggest problem I have, because now it's the FBI investigating. They have done a okay job of arresting people, hell of a lot better than what it was under Christopher Wray, but this is the only thing that Bondi is letting them do. She tells them, okay, investigate this, don't investigate this, we're not indicting them, and this is what's happening. She tells them she's the boss, and she tells them what to do and what not to do. But then here we go with Jeffries. Exactly right, Tina. Fact right there, girl. He is. Homan is not afraid of shit. And he says, you think they're going to stop us? These protesters are going to stop us? He was on a Fox News interview I watched yesterday, I think last night. Hicks from the sticks. What's happening, man? Jeffries calls Noam a stone-cold liar over Minneapolis shooting response. I saw him when he did this interview live. He's a lying son of a bitch. He said he watched the video, and she did not try to run over an agent. She most definitely did. They showed two different views. And the one view from the left-hand side, driver's side window that was live when they did this, you couldn't see it, but you saw his leg fly backward. Now, they got a camera from off of a house or something that showed the front view coming in the other direction, and you saw the front of that car hit that agent, and that agent flew sideways. The video, you can't lie, unless it gets altered, it was a fact, and it's all over the place. So, all right, let's keep going. I got about 3 or 4 more here. Now we got James Carville. I don't like this dude at all. He's a Democrat, socialist, dude, strategist, whatever. But he says James Carville says that the U.S. would be ripe for invasion if targeting corrupt regimes was legitimate. Well, it is legitimate, you dumb son of a bitch. When they are attacking their people and starving their people and killing our people and bringing drugs in, and he was an illegal president of Venezuela, he stole a whole country. It is actually very, very legal, you dumb son of a bitch. I can't stand that son of a bitch. That old runs his mouth all the time, and he's never right. What else we got here? We got a couple more here. Oh, here we go. Remember me telling you about the that I showed you that anti-white Mandami appointed for the housing shit, right? Well, she went crying off stage when a reporter asked her about her family's $1.4 million home. I think it's Kentucky or somewhere. Where the hell was it? Yeah, her family owns a she is living in her family's basement. Yeah, because her family is rich. And she is the one that says a white person owning a home is white supremacy. Her parents are white as shit, and they own a $1.4 million mansion. So, hypocrite or what? The destruction and the downfall of the jihadist Muslim in New York is going on, guys, right in front of our faces. Not only that, socialist group tied to MCDUMMY'S, closely allied with Maduro, now leads protest of U.S. actions. Oh, yeah, this is where it's at, guys. McDummy's Muslim buddies are starting in now, too. It's coming around. You better watch your backs when you go somewhere. I'm telling you what, I don't do this for fun. Yes, I do. I do this for fun, but I get you the truth out no matter what it takes. The last thing I got for you, judge resigns after conviction for helping the violent illegal immigrant evade ICE arrest. She resigned as a judge thinking that she's going to get off of jail time because of this. Well, sorry to tell you, lady, it's not. You're not going to get it. This is what happens to activist judges. This is what needs to happen to every single activist judge that does this stuff, that don't follow the law, that are making up the law rules as they go. This is what needs to happen to them all. They need to go to jail, and they need to put in general pup. Put them out there with the guys that they sentenced to jail, and I bet you they'll follow the law again, won't they? Yeah, no, they won't make it out of prison. There's your news updates for the evening, guys, right there. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the news. So let's get back. Too bad the term slap a hoe is a trademark. You got that right, Hicks from the Stick. We would love that, right? I would be slapping some hoes. Man, we would start with DC, and we'd be slapping a lot of hoes in there. We start with the Jasmine Rottencrotch Crockett, man. Oh, yeah. AOC. AOC was on the air, too, today, running her mouth about the shooting. Oh, yeah. And Vic showed one that was funny as shit, that because the girl was sitting there going, this is bullshit. They reached in the window and shot her in the face with their guns. Nobody reached into a window. They shot through the window and shot her. They did not reach their guns into the car at all. There is so much lies going on there, guys, that nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. Willie Brown already owns the Hick from the Sticks. That Hick. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, let's get busy. Let me show you some stuff here. We'll get as much as we can in before the end of the thing, but we're going to get into our Throwback Thursday here real quick, too. So let me see which one I want to show here. Oh, you know what? We're going to listen to Nancy Mace here real quick on Somali fraud. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. It's like 5.5 minutes, because we got to get some fun in here tonight. So, but I want you to listen to some of what Nancy Mace has to say. Take a listen.
You are not in order. You're out of order. Goodbye. You're done.
All right.
Mr. Chairman, it's my 5 minutes.
Guys, Ms. Mace.
Are we good here? Mr. Chairman, thank you. As I listen to the witnesses answer questions today, I'm struck by the truly breathtaking amount of fraud, the scope and scale perpetrated against the American people by Somalians in Minnesota, screeching Democrats, like you just heard, at our witnesses. Democrats on this committee don't want to talk about Minnesota fraud because Minnesota fraud is Democrat fraud. You're going to make a great host on MSNBC. You're going to be great. And this is a cover-up. I mean, the very definition of cover-up. And so while we're still trying to understand the scale of the fraud, it appears that the amount of fraud we are talking about could exceed the size of GDP in Somalia, the size of its economy is what we're talking about. So let that sink in, the amount of fraud we're talking about. My first question is this, Mr. Balyu, this afternoon. Should Somalians in Minnesota be required to speak English, their citizens? Yes or no? Should they be required to speak English if they're American citizens?
I think that question is really inappropriate.
Should they? It's not inappropriate. It's the United States of America. My next question is, should Somalians who committed fraud be denaturalized and deported, Mr. Balyu?
Again,
yes
I'm not sure that's an appropriate question because the majority of Somali Minnesotans are citizens. So if you commit fraud in this country and you are here from Somalia, you don't believe they should be denaturalized and deported? Again, how much fraud would it take for you to want to denaturalize and deport someone who committed fraud in this country? How much? Again,
$1 billion, 9 billion, 19 billion? What would it take for you?
Most Somali Minnesotans are citizens.
Right. And the ones that committed fraud, the question was, if you understand English, should be those who committed fraud, should they be denaturalized and deported? The Somalians who are here, the ones that can't speak English.
Yeah, so under U.S. law...
Okay, my next question for you
can I please finish the question?
No, you can't, because you're not answering the question. My next question is, this is yes or no. If you marry your brother and you commit immigration fraud, should you be denaturalized and deported? If you commit immigration fraud, yes or no?
Again, that question seems really inappropriate, and if I can...
This is what this dumbass, every question she asks him. That question is inappropriate. How the fuck is it inappropriate? These people are so freaking pathetic. It's unfreaking believable. I'm telling you what. All right. One more. This is going to be a good one before we hit Throwback Thursday, because you guys are going to love this one.
Hey, ragheads, do you have your magic carpets all packed up and ready to fly back to your sand huts? We don't want bomb-making camel jockeys in our country anymore. The clock is ticking. Tick, tick, ticking. Love the bacon-loving MAGA Grinch.
Close your eyes, girl. Look inside, girl. Let the sound take you away.
Now, is that the bacon-loving Grinch? I love it. All right, one more. You guys are going to love this one too. One more before we get into Throwback Thursday. Here we go.
Here's a story of a lying lady who was scheming with a shady covenant. All of them were laundering money to Somalia to help their government. Here's a story of Tampon Timmy, who was busy letting riots burn his town. His whole team were crooks, stealing all together. The whole state's going down. Till the one day when this lady wed her brother, and the Targu stolen valor driving drunk, and their crew stole money from Minnesota. That's the way they all became the Somalia Bunch, the Somalia Bunch, the Somalia Bunch. That's the way they became the Somalia Bunch.
Now that was great right there, guys. You got
Here's a
shit. You gotta love that. That's freaking awesome right there. Funny as hell right there. I'd love to join your live stream whenever you're streaming. Add me on to Discord. I don't do Discord. You want to add on? Come over here to Rumble or one of the other ones. I'll put you on a show whenever you want. We got to start doing that, guys. I want somebody, one of the viewers, I don't care, any one of you guys that want to come on the show and join me, and I want your opinions out to people on here. We're going to start doing that this year. Magic carpet ride. That's funny right there. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get moving. Here's a throwback from far back. Take a look.
A fine mess you got us in. You're fired.
All right, then I'm fired.
You're
quit.
fired.
I quit. Give me my money. Give me my money.
What money? What money?
The money you owe me for my salary.
All right. Don't get excited.
I'm supposed to get $1 a day, you know. I work for you 1 year. That's 365 days equals $365. Give me that $365 and I'll get out. I'll abdicate.
Now, wait a minute. Not so fast. How many hours a day did you work?
8 hours a day.
And how many hours are there in a day?
Don't try to put anything over on me, will you, Abbott?
What do you mean?
Look, there's 24 hours in a day, all but February, which has 28.
All right, that's right. 24 hours in a day. And you only work 8 hours a day? Then you only work a third of each day. Now, a third of 365 is approximately $121. So you actually only have $121 coming to you?
Yeah. $121?
That's right.
Well, give me the 121.
But you didn't work Sundays, did you?
No.
No, and there's 52 Sundays in a year. So we'll deduct 52 from 121, leaving $69 coming to you.
Well, give me the $69.
But...
What's with the but?
Wait a minute, just a minute. You only worked a half a day on Saturday. Am I right?
Here comes.
Now, wait a minute. You only worked a half a day on Saturday.
That's all, just half a day.
Okay, now there's 52 Saturdays in a year. Now, half of 52 is 26. So we'll deduct 26 from 69, leaving $43 coming to you.
You sure then?
I'm positive.
I mean, I don't want you to cheat yourself.
Well, that's mighty thoughtful of you to look out for my interests.
I might as well look out for yours. You already killed mine. So give me that $43.
But, just a minute. You took a vacation, didn't you?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's 14 days. Now, $1 a day, that's $14. So we'll deduct 14 from 43, leaving the sum of $29 coming to you.
The sum of?
The sum of.
If I get some of it, I'll be lucky.
Well, now, wait.
Give me the $29.
But
now I know it as good as you do.
wait a minute. Just don't get excited. You took time out for lunch, didn't you?
Oh, no, Evan. Not that. Please don't take that away from me.
Yes.
1 little hour a day. That's all I took.
1 hour a day.
I didn't eat much.
Now, wait a minute.
1 little bit hour.
That's
that
right.
big.
That's right. 1 hour a day, 365 days. That's 365 hours. That comes to about 15 days, I take it.
You might as well take it. You've been taking everything else.
So?
15 from 29 is 14 bucks. Now I know it better than you do.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm glad I thought of this. Do you know there's 13 holidays in a year that you didn't work?
This is going to cost plenty, too.
Wait a minute, just a minute. You didn't work those 13 days?
No.
Well, you had $14 coming to you, so we'll deduct 13 from the 14, leaving the exact sum of $1 coming to you.
How do you like that? I'm supposed to get $365, and I wind up with $1.
Oh, gracias, senor.
I love those guys. They are funny as all get out. You can never have too much fun with those guys. All right, where are we at here? Let's go with a little bit of 80s songs that you guys should know. Here we go.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Come and chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. You should fall into my arms, trembling like a bird. You turn to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you.
Like a virgin, hey, touch for the very first time.
Never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. Oh girl, you stare by me. She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. I still dream of being the one who dance all night.
How much of those songs you guys know, right? You had to have known all of them. I'm telling you what. All right, well, here we go. Make sure you guys give me your answers in chat.
1982 movie had Drew Barrymore and an alien.
Y'all know that answer? Because we only got so many in chat, so we're going to not give up too much time because we're going to do all we got all 7 we're going to do for tonight. Here we go. Here's the first answer. Yes, Gregory Allen Carter Jr. got that one.
E.T. the Extraterrestrial, who released Thriller in 1982.
Okay, guys, who did Thriller in 1982? I know you got to know this one. Yeah, you guys aren't that crazy. Were you watching me get laid through my younger years? I must have been Hicks for Sticks. There we go. Wow, Gregory's knocking it out of the park tonight, guys. Come on, let's get some answers going in here. Let me switch over to this real quick so I can see other people. Phone home. There you go, Kat. Okay, here's the next one.
Michael Jackson. What 1980s toy line had small figures with unique hairstyles?
I caught that one. Becky got it in Facebook. That's right. What was the ones with the hairstyle, the unique hairstyles, guys? Hicks from the Sticks got that one. What was the 1980s toy line that had small figures with unique hairlines? Dot. Okay, here we go with the answer with this, guys. And Gregory, you are right, man. Becky got it right too. Here we go.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Charles, close. John.
What 1989 show followed teens in Beverly Hills?
They gave part of the name away too on that one. So what is the name? The 1989 show followed the teens in Beverly Hills. I know you guys got to know this one. There's no way I don't get you. No, Gregory. No, wrong teen one. They give the name away, part of the name away, anyways. I can never catch you guys. I can never get you on any of these. So here we go. Where's the answer?
Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh, I guess so, Greg.
What 1985 console did Nintendo release?
Oh. What console did Nintendo release in 1985? Gregory, it was right. Gregory's knocking out of the park today. He's been getting them all. Yeah, great, friends. No. All right, here we go. What Nintendo bring out? Gregory, you got to know this one. Did you play games? Debbie does doubt. Now that's what I'm talking about, Hicks from the Sticks. Right there. That was a good one. Here we go. Here is number 4.
Nintendo Entertainment System, NES. What futuristic movie was released in 1985?
I know you guys know this one. Yes, Gregory. Mario. You got to love Mario Brothers. I like Mario Brothers. What futuristic movie was released in 1985? We got 2 more coming up here, guys. Here we go.
Back to the Future. What 1980s film starred Tom Cruise as a high schooler?
I gave part of that away. What 1980s film starred Tom Cruise as a high school teenager? And I think we got one more. This is it, I think. Damn, his answer is on my screen before I hear the question. Oh, damn. I'm sorry about that, Hicks. I didn't realize that. Yes, Tammy. Back to the Future. Risk Cat Attack. Got it. Cat Attack. Got it. Here we go. The final one.
Business.
There you go, everyone. There is. Thank you for the participation. It was great. Gregory knocked it out of business. You all do an awesome job. And guess what? I'm switching internet providers tomorrow. Hope everything goes well so we can get on tomorrow night, because this deal I couldn't beat. I do a 1 gig deal right now, and I pay $157 a month for a 1,000 Mbps for the speed and everything. But for my computer, I pay $157 a month. This guy showed up at my door tonight before I came down here and said they will give me the same speed, 1,000 Mbps, upload, download, the whole deal, free installation, free equipment, 5 years, guaranteed 5 years at $40 a month. I'm saving $117 a month. They will be here between 12:30 and 2:30 tomorrow to hook me up. So as long as everything goes great, I should be on the charts tomorrow with new internet and saving me some money. That's for sure. So guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. You guys have been awesome. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow, guys. We are going to have a ton of videos. I hope you enjoyed Throwback Thursday, guys. I'm glad I got it up and for us to have some fun tonight, because we needed it after all the articles that we went over and everything that we've been seeing for the past week. We needed a little bit of break tonight. So, guys, thank you again. And I'm going to leave it at this because, folks, that's all the time we have for tonight. But what a night it's been, right? From President Trump's high seas justice against those ghost tankers to the total dismantling of the UN climate lies, the tide is turning, and it's turning in favor of the American people. But before we head out, I want to give you guys a massive shout out to everyone in chat tonight. Your energy, your questions, your comments, your participation are what make this show the powerhouse that it is. You guys are the heartbeat of this movement, and I thank you for riding with me every single weeknight. But the week isn't over yet, guys. Make sure you are right back here tomorrow night, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to finish off the week strong. Kick off the weekend the only way we know how. Live on the Conservative Viewpoint. Stay vigilant, stay proud, and as always, America first. Good night, Patriots. I'll see you back here live tomorrow night, right after the Rebel Chick with a Cause. It starts at 7 p.m. So have a great night. I'll see you guys here live tomorrow. Good night, everyone.